Hello everyone, Mr. Matheney and I are working on showing you some example problems that are related to your next assignment. And again, we will continue to evaluate these functions or these relationships. However, these are actually equations where we will be solving for a given variable. Now, you have already done work like this when you have calculated areas and volumes in previous classes. It's just that today we are going to calculate for the variable that we are asked to calculate for. In this case, we're going to rewrite this equation in the form of A equals. So our final answer will be A equals something. And all of the variables that are in this equation right now will be in our answer. So let's go ahead and just start solving an equation like you normally would. And that would be that I want to isolate the variable A. And in doing so, the first thing I would do is move everything over to the left side of the equation. So of course I would add 12 on both sides is where we would start. And so on the left side I would have z plus 12, and then of course that's going to equal 9a plus b. And then I still don't have the a by itself, and so therefore I'm going to subtract b on both sides. And so now I would have z plus b plus 12 equaling 9a, because these would cancel. And now I have a multiplier of
minus b.
I'm sorry, minus b. Thank you very much, Mr. Matheney. My fault. And then I would have the multiplier, the coefficient of 9. And so I'm going to divide both sides by 9. And so and then of course this becomes a 1. And so my final answer then for A equals would be z minus b plus 12 divided by 9. Now you can see how easy it is to make a mistake. Just like Mr. Matheney pointed out to me that I needed to subtract the b on the left side. And so he's going to continue on with another problem for you.
The passing of the marker. That's
Yeah.
kind of a big thing. Mr. Reusser, if you mind scrolling down. Can you scroll down for us?
Yes, sir.
We're going to get to the second problem. This is all very similar to your homework assignment. They're not the exact same questions, but they're very similar to get you guys going. This is question number 2. We're just solving the equation. A lot of you guys would have done this in Algebra 2. This is the same thing. So we are still kind of, we're going to be solving for a variable, just like what Mr. Reusser did the first step. We're going to be doing a continuation. This time it's not with variables. So a lot of times you guys like it without variables a little bit better. But what we're going to do is take that -6 and distribute it to both the terms within the parenthesis. So we're going to do the distributive property first, and then we're going to go 4 minus 36p minus 48. That's taking the -6 times the 6, the -6 times the 8, equals -4 plus 4p. Next step, we're going to combine our like terms on this side. These are considered to be like terms. So 4 minus 48 is going to give me a negative 44 equals -4 plus 4p. There's a lot of different ways people do this. Sometimes maybe everybody brings everything over with one step and then all the variables on one side with one step. I'm just trying to show you every step along the way. So there's a lot of different ways to do that. I'm going to actually put the variable, move this variable from this side to this side. I'm kind of weird about that. I like to have the variable on the left. Some people prefer to have positive numbers, so they've added 36p. It gives you the same answer at the end. I just like to have my variable on the left. Sometimes I'll move it the other way though as well. This cancels out. This gives me -40p minus 44 equals -4. Mr. Reusser said add 44 to both sides. He is correct. Good job. So we're going to add 44 to both sides. That gives me -40p equals 40 And yes, correct, Mr. Reusser, we are going to divide by -40 on both sides as well. That cancels out. We get P equals the -1, and that is your final answer. Until next time.